Okay, so we probably should have done this first, but we didn't. So you need your first product before you open your shop. And before you figure out your first product, you've got to figure out what the heck you're going to be selling. So for me, I've already decided I'm going to sell coffee mugs. And the reason I'm doing that is mainly because if I sell shirts or sweaters or whatever, people always get the size wrong. And then I have to eat the cost because I can't really send it back to Printify. And I guess I could have them send it to me, but then they'd be ticked off because they had to pay the return shipping costs to get the product from them to me before I like refunded them or sent them another. So in the past when I've sold shirts, I've always had there will always be, no matter what you say, there will always be somebody multiple times who will order the wrong size. Or they'll order it and they'll think like they're a medium when in reality they're a large and they don't want to admit it. So they buy a medium, then they're like, it's too small. And then they'll want to send it back. And then it's a huge like cycle of crap that you have to go through that is not fun at all. So what I decided is the worst thing that can happen with a coffee mug in the print on demand world is it'll be broken when they get it, or the print quality might not be good. But the odds of that versus the odds of um, the wrong size, like the wrong size doesn't exist with coffee mugs. That's why I'm going with that. Plus, I figured something out the other day, and I was like, I'm so stupid. Like I finally figured out the pricing on the coffee mugs on Etsy and how all these companies are selling them for so cheap. I figured it out. And it's really dumb, and I can't believe I didn't get it before. But I finally figured it out. So now I figure, you know what? I'm running this publicly. I might as well run this experiment too on the pricing side and see if that works. So I'm going to sell coffee mugs. Reason being too, I actually like them. I like making them. I like funny ones and sarcastic ones and holiday ones and all that kind of thing. It's kind of cool to sell the mugs because I can just have a mug shop. And I've done it in the past. Like back in 2016, I opened up a mug shop on Etsy and it did really well. And then my supplier actually crapped out on me and the integration broke and I got 2 bad reviews on the shop and I had to actually shut down the shop. I lost interest too. I got into some other stuff like going direct with print on demand suppliers, but that's a story for another day. So your first product for us, what are we selling? Coffee mugs. So we got to go to Etsy and do a little bit of research just to see what's out there. So go there and type in like funny coffee mug and hit search. And there is like 1,068 search volume. But I'm also going to go to eRank and I'm going to type that in too, just to make sure I'm in a niche, like a product that's actually in demand. So let's go here and let's go to, I'm just going to type in funny coffee mug. By the way, I never give eRank my stores because I don't want them having my info. All these companies that want your store to like track it and all that stuff, I won't give them one. I'll give them a fake one. I don't know. I just don't really trust anybody online, to be honest. So funny coffee mug, searches 1,641. That's good. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of searches. For me personally, I want to be in an area where there's competition. I don't really care about going to areas where, they say on eRank, look for low competition and good search volume. Well, why? So you can make no money? Like, I want to make money here. I don't want to make peanuts. So if I go here to all, then this is what people usually do. They go to Etsy competition, and they'll go from like lowest to highest. Like this, and then they'll be like, okay, I need a green bar over here, and then oh, there we go. So chiropractor gift, perfect. I can create chiropractor coffee mugs and sell those on my shop, and I will make diddly squat for a long time, and I'll be very unhappy. Or you get into something that actually has some search volume and make a lot of money. So there's like sarcastic mug, 639. That's better. Handmade mug. Well, I can't do that. Funny mug for men. Not much there. Office mug. Running mugs with quotes. That's interesting. Runner. Custom coffee mug. Ooh, custom coffee mug. There's a lot there. There's a lot of competition too, but I could do that. I could do a custom coffee mug. And actually, I'm going to look at that on Etsy right now just to see what else is in there. So I don't have to just do the standard ones. There we go, custom coffee mugs. So they're selling for cheap. Some are cheap, some are a little bit more. And like I said, I figured out how these guys are doing the cheap ones. So I could compete in here too. Throw one up just as a custom. That's fine. Sarcastic gift. Custom mug, customized mug. A lot for that. Thank you gift. That might be a good one. Personalized mug. Mom mug. There you go. Like Mother's Day comes up. There's a lot of competition, but there's a lot of search volume too. Gifts for friends. Coffee lover gift. Like there's all these. Christmas mug. Big time, right? Big time competition too. That's what I want. I love that. So if you have, so I have a mug shop, right? And I can apply Valentine's Day gift. I can do all the holidays as well as like funny stuff. Like I can do Christmas, I can do Father's Day, Mother's Day, create all these mugs for all these different holidays so that along with my like even birthdays and funny, I can have those selling year round, and then I can have the holidays selling like spiking in the run up to the holiday, which is a nice thing to do. So it's something to consider when you're looking at this. Don't just go with what Everbee's showing you, but go with everything. So let's go here and let's go to funny coffee mug because I know there's a ton of volume here. Now I'm going to get digital files and physical, so I'm just going to go to filter that. I don't care about delivery to the US either. So all filters. I just want the physical items in this case. I want to find the best sellers, and this is what people do. But for me, I'm not just going to copy these best sellers because we are in like a copycat challenge. Like to me, the copycat is somebody who takes my listing, copies everything word for word. That's a copycat. All right, here we go. Bestseller, your words here. Personalized. This one, like there's a lot of curse words on there. I'm going to scroll past that for YouTube's sake. Eat trash, hail Satan, interesting. I may look calm, but in my head, I've pecked you 3 times. Nice. I'm sorry I offended you by using facts and logic. Nice. Once in a while, someone amazing comes along, and here I am. Work forecast, scatter sarcasm with a strong chance of muttered profanities. Oh, nice. I like these. I like looking at that. Even this one, I saw that meme, the Jesus meme, is all over the place. It does really well. So I'm sure if I do analytics, I'm going to see the personalized ones comes up first, no doubt. Yeah, there's the personalized one. And there's spoons. There's tiers of my player. Okay, let's see what this is. Dungeon and Dragons. All right. Tiers of my players, so like a Dungeon and Dragon mug. But look at this listing. Note how the red really makes the front pop. Like, so if you have a good background, it'll make it stand out a little bit more. Even in the search results, we go back in here. You can see the ones where it's like somebody holding it looks a little bit better than one, I think, than one that's just like sitting on a table. Because it looks like it was actually produced. Like, but even the red background, like good for them. That really pops compared to the other backgrounds. Even this one with the green background, it pops a little bit more. Because when people are scrolling through here, like a white background with just a mug, I don't think is the best way to do it. You got to be thinking of your mock-ups. There's one with a chick in a sweater holding it, which is good. Right? And then we get into these ones. These are my favorite, are the ones where it's like a kind of like a lifestyle mock-up. There's one, live, love, laugh, Kim Jong-un. I've seen that all over the place. That's actually really funny. Oh, it ain't easy. And we're looking at prices too, right? The average price is 21 US. But I'll give you guys the little price hack here. And it's nothing illegal. It's fine. You can do it. So coffee mugs, what I want to do, like the ultimate vision for the store, in my case, research-wise, first product. So what are you selling? So I'm going to cross that out. I'm going to put this here. Coffee mugs. And then research. So I've looked at a whole bunch of them. There is like lots of competition, which I prefer. Personally, I don't want to go where there's nobody selling it. Meaning lots of money. And all I have to do is get my piece of that pie. Now pricing, let's go on to this. Pricing is interesting. So when we go here and we look at, I'm going to maximize this. Let's go to their personalized ceramic one here. This is a customized one. So, but it's at $9.81. I actually think I did a video on this one before. Super popular, right? And you're like, how the heck are they doing this? All they have is a mug and they're just doing the design with the personalization on it. And so they're picking out, I don't know how they're doing this. This is very clunky. I don't know how this is selling that much. Image on front, image on back, image on both sides, 2 images, multiple, full wrap, no images, other. What does that mean? Text both sides, text backside, text front side, text image I will provide later. And then fonts. Strange. I will provide later. Okay, so I guess you gotta pick a font. So over here, I'm guessing there's a font. Where's your fonts? There's your fonts. Okay, well, okay, that makes sense. So they got 10 font options. That's fine. Yeah, I guess it's working. Can't really say anything bad about that. So there's a quantity. Oh, personalization. Okay, optional. Send your pictures after purchase by clicking on the view receipt and selecting contact seller or help with order. Anyway, the point is, how the heck are they selling this at $9.81? When I go to Printify and I look at the best-selling mug, it's $4.40 plus $6.39 shipping. So if you pull up your calculator and you go 440 plus 6.39, that's $10.79. That's Canadian, but still, this is Canadian, I think. I got it in Canadian. Yeah, so $10.79 minus $9.81, and you're thinking like they're losing 98 cents per sale, but are they? Nah, they're not. They're smart, because if you scroll down here, look at this. Their shipping is $12.27. So take that loss of negative 98 cents and add $12.27 to it. $12.27 minus 0.98. They're actually making $11.29 before fees. And the fees on this would be probably, I'm going to estimate like $2.15. That's just off the top of my head. So they could even be profiting like $9 per sale. And if they're printing these themselves, because they got like, if they're not using Printify and they got their base down to like $1, man, they're actually making a lot of money on that. So pricing wise, I pulled up a little calculator here and I said, for me, I got to figure out my pricing, right? I want to price mine at $9.99, which you're thinking, well, you can't, you just showed it's $10.79 for a mug. You can't price that $9.99. Oh yes, I can, because I'm going to charge them like $7.99 shipping. And then I'm going to give them a discount of 20% off the $12.49, which brings it down to $9.99. So now my total revenue here is $17.98. Okay, so let's just verify that. So let's go $12.49. This is going to show on Etsy, and then it's going to be 20% off. So it'll be 80% of that, which is $9.99. That's what my price is going to show on Etsy. I'm going to destroy people with this. And then plus 7.99 shipping is $17.98. My Etsy fees are 20 cents. My transaction fees are $1.17. My payment processing fee is 79 cents. Total fees to $2.16. It cost me $4.40. Shipping is $6.39 that I'm charged from Printify. So my total cost of goods plus shipping is $10.79. So $17.98 minus $12.95, which is $2.16 plus $10.79, leaves me a net profit of $5.03 per sale for a net profit margin of $27.98. Now, you might be saying, yeah, right, nobody's going to pay $7.99 for shipping. This dude is charging, I just put in like 90210 because that's the only one I know. So from Texas to California, he's charging $12.27, and this listing has a boatload of sales, like a whole whack of sales, like 5,000, almost 6,000 sales. That's the secret. Okay, I just gave you the secret to pricing mugs on Etsy. Hope you use it. All right, so pricing, done. We're going to list them at, put this in here. I'm always going to run a sale, $12.49 at 20% off sale equals $9.99 displayed on Etsy. Okay, and then shipping $7.99 and then that is charged. And then it is a, what was it, $6.39 cost on Printify. Now this is for US only. So if I get people buying my mugs from other places, I'm probably going to be in trouble because that is from US. The prices from the others are going to be more. But I'm going to hope I'm getting the bulk of my sales from the US instead of like overseas. If I start getting a lot overseas, I'm going to have to adjust that price. So just know that too. So there's my cost. Now we're running out of time in this video. In the next video, I'm going to find designs to use. And then we're going to actually get to the point where we can do some title, mock-up, and all that stuff. On the research side, we can figure out titles, mock-up images, videos, info cards, description, tags, all fitting in with our kind of vibe of the shop. So first product's not quite done yet, but we got a lot accomplished in this video. So if you didn't take anything from this, at least take that. That's the pricing secret, and let me know what you think, and then we'll be on to the next.